Namaste. I'm Michelle, and today we'll be doing a warm-up yoga sequence to warm up the body and open the chest. This will be a great practice if you work at a desk or you drive all day. So let's get started. Go ahead and get on your mat. Today you may need some props. I have a couple of blocks just in case, but that should be all that you need. Go ahead and let's get started in a seated position. Have your arms comfortable, sitting straight up, your head up. Go ahead and close your eyes if it feels good to you this morning. And we'll start by taking a few deep breaths, filling the chest and the belly, and then letting all the breath out. Go ahead and close your eyes. Soften your face muscles. Relax your shoulders down and back. Have your hands comfortably on your legs, your knees, or in your lap. And let's begin taking a deep breath through the nose and out, up through the mouth. In through the nose and out through the mouth. Go ahead and do this 3 more times at your own pace. Make sure you're breathing in all the way and letting all of the air out. When you've had your last exhale, go ahead and open your eyes. You should feel relaxed and comfortable. First, we're going to start by rolling the chin down to your chest and rolling your ear to each side, just stretching open the neck. Make sure you keep your face soft, your muscles. And the next time your right ear reaches your right shoulder, go ahead and pause there for a moment. If it feels good, go ahead and place your right hand on top of your head and feel that deep stretch in the left side of the neck. Make sure you're breathing in and out. And then go ahead and roll your head over to the left side. And if it feels good, lift that left arm up and feel the stretch in the right side of your neck. Go ahead and bring your head back up to neutral. Let's look up at the sky, pulling the head all the way back, going all the way down. Just go ahead and do this a couple times at your own pace. Inhale as you go up, and exhale as you come down. Inhale, and exhale. Go ahead and let's stretch out those shoulders. Do it really exaggerated. Roll them up and back and all the way down. Just warming it everything up. Make sure you're breathing. Inhale as you're coming up. Exhale as you come down. Now let's go the other way. Getting all of your joints just warmed up. Getting your body ready to practice yoga. When you feel like that's enough, go ahead and we're going to stretch our wrist. Pick up your right hand and just push your fingers back with your left hand until you feel a nice stretch in the wrist. And then do it the other way. If you're wrists are tight when you're doing some of these poses, this will help get those wrists ready for yoga. And then go ahead and do the same on the left. Just getting those wrists ready. Now we're going to go ahead and take a deep breath. And when you reach the top and you're ready to exhale, go ahead and exhale that right arm down to the ground. Rest it there and reach over. Stretching out the left side. If it feels good, you can look up towards the sky. Open up your arm a little bit wider and really feel that stretch through the arm, through the armpit and the side. And your next breath, come on up. And on the exhale, put the left arm down and reach over and stretch out that right side. Moving the spine in the morning is a really good way to wake up your body. On your next inhale, go ahead and reach your arms up. And on the exhale, we're going to take the left arm to the right knee and bring your right arm back. If it feels good, go ahead and look over that shoulder, twisting the spine. On your next inhale, reach your arms up. And we're going to twist the other way. Really reaching, twisting. Go ahead and come back up. Now we'll go to tabletop. So hands and knees on the ground. Make sure that you're stacking all of your joints. Your hips should be directly over your knees, shoulders directly over your wrists. Make sure that everything feels comfortable. And we're gonna do some cat and cow. So on your next inhale, go ahead and reach, sway your back, look up towards the ceiling, and hold it for a moment. And on the exhale, round your back, put your head in between your arms, and look away. We're going to do this a couple of times on your own breath. We'll do 3 breaths. And after you've completed your last one, go ahead and come back to neutral spine, and we're gonna do some hip rolls. So you're really going to roll your hips all the way around. Go ahead and lay your feet flat for this, and come really exaggerated, rolling your hips, really warming up the hips and the shoulders in this. Do it a couple of times one way. And when you feel like that's enough, go ahead and do it the other way. Back to tabletop. We're going to go ahead and come down on the ground. What we're going to do is put our arm through and thread the needle. Reach up with one arm, really twist into this, warming everything up, a nice deep breath. Come on out of that. And we'll go to the other side. After a deep inhale, let's go ahead and come out of that. And we'll be coming back up to our feet now. At the top of your mat, we'll start in mountain pose. Roll your shoulders down and back, hands to your sides. Stand tall, legs strong, just like a mountain. Take some nice inhales. And exhale. On the next inhale, bring your arms up. Good swan dive. Exhale, fold forward. And we'll just stay here for a moment, really stretching out the hamstrings. If it feels good, you can grab your elbows, swing your hips back and forth. Stretching out those legs. Go ahead and release your hands. We'll inhale up to a flat back. Exhale down. Plant your hands. Step back your feet, right then left, in a plank position for a few breaths. And then we'll do knees, chest and chin. Come on down and come up to a mini cobra. We'll come on down, tuck your toes under, and we'll come into downward facing dog. Make sure that you can see your legs, your head is in between your arms. Make sure that your head is able to move. Nothing should be stiff. We're going to stay here for about 3 breaths. Pedal your feet if that feels good. Then we're going to go ahead and walk back up to the front of our mat, forward fold, and come on up with an inhale. Exhale, hands to heart. Now, back in mountain pose, we're going to step our right foot back into warrior 1. So we're going to be about 2 feet leg distance apart. Our right leg is going to be slightly tilted. If you were looking at the face of a clock, it would be about 1 o'clock or about a 45-degree angle. Take a nice deep bend in the knee, making sure that your knee is directly over your ankle. You want to have good base so that you don't get injured. So once you feel comfortable in this position, we're going to want to make sure that we're still facing forward. So you can take a few breaths and feel how it feels to move your hips side to side, and then come back in that front position, and we're going to lift up our hands. And we're going to do goddess arms and really stretch your elbows back, and you want to pinch your shoulder blades. This is really opening up the chest. You can do a little mini back bend here if it feels good. Opening up that chest. If you slouch a lot at work, you're over a computer all day, this is a really good way to get that open. On the next breath, we'll go ahead and put our hands down and step that foot back up together. Next, we're going to go ahead and step our legs wide, a couple of feet apart. Turn your toes out, and we're going to do those goddess arms again. Let's place the arms here, we're going to come down into goddess pose. So just go down as far as your body allows. Make sure you have a straight back and your arms are still open, opening up that chest and feeling those legs warm up. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, stand up. 5-point star. Let's do 3 of those. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale. And the last one. Okay, hands on hips. We'll step it together and come back to the front of your mat. Now we'll do warrior 1 on the other side. So step your left foot back. Make sure that it's at about a 45-degree angle. Bend that right knee. Make sure that your hips are facing forward. And we're going to lift up and bring down the goddess arms. We'll go ahead and stay here for a moment. Hands on the hips and step forward. Go ahead and plant your feet. Stand up tall. Deep inhale up and exhale. Inhale again. And we'll swan dive down. Forward fold. Inhale to flat back. Exhale down. And let's go ahead and plant your hands and step back with the left foot this time. We'll stay in plank for just a few seconds. As soon as you're tired, go ahead and come on down. Knees, chest, and chin. We'll straighten back out in another little cobra. Tuck your toes under and come back into another down dog. Now, if a down dog is too much for you, you can always go to child's pose or just rest on the mat until we move again. Now, go ahead and step your foot up to the front of the mat. And step forward and come on back up. Let's go ahead and step the right foot back into that same warrior pose. We'll bend the front knee, making sure that you're in good alignment. And this time when we're moving our hips, we're going to end up turning a little bit more towards the side. We're going to be opening up our hips, opening up our body, and let's put our hands out. Both arms will be out like a T. Make sure that your arms are both at shoulder height. You don't want to go up too high. You should be able to look over both fingertips in the front and the back and sink down into that the left leg. Take a deep breath. And from here, we're going to go ahead and place our arm on our knee, like this, and sweep our arm up and over, side angle. If it feels good, go ahead and look up. And let's go ahead and come on out of that. Place your hand on your hips and come on up. We'll go ahead and do warrior 2 on the other side. So step your left foot back, bend your front knee, check your hips, open them up, take deep breaths, go to the back, to the front, and you'll end up staying on the back. Warrior arms up. Make sure that it's not above your shoulder by looking forward and backward. Check and make sure that you're in a straight line, both ways. And then we'll take our right arm, forearm, place it on your thigh, and sweep your arm over. Place your hands on your hips. Come on out of that, and come on back to the front of your mat. We're gonna go ahead and do another deep inhale and exhale. One more time. And exhale, hands to heart. Let's go ahead and come on down to the mat. We're gonna come on our back first. And we'll lay on our back with our knees bent, arms to a T, and let your knees fall over to the right side. This might be comfortable to you, might be more comfortable to bring them up. Whatever feels good for you. Once you're in this position, go ahead and turn your head looking the opposite way of your knees over to the left side. Take a nice deep breath in and exhale. And then we'll come on out of this, putting our legs back up, and we'll go over to the other side. Go ahead and release your knees to the left. And once you're over here, if it feels good, turn your head to the right and feel that deep, deep stretch. Take some nice breaths. And come on up out of that. And now, hug your knees in. Stretch out. And before we go into Savasana, do whatever you think you need to do to make your body feel good. Hug your knees. Maybe a happy baby. Whatever feels good to you in this time. And once you're ready and your body is settled, go ahead and come on down to your mat. Your legs outstretched, your arms outstretched. Release the day. And relax. start to deepen your breath. Start to make small movements in your fingers and your toes. Start to wake the body back up. Might feel good to stretch your arms overhead. Move your head side to side. And then once you're ready, go ahead and roll onto your side. Lay here for a moment if it feels good. And then come on up to a seated position. Once you're here, just think about today and all of your plans. I want to say thank you for coming and sharing your practice with me. Hope to see you again soon. Namaste.